Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday night stream. I see people flowing in. Let's see what's going on with me. First of all, guys, big update. We got the DC rocking, not the Summit Cola Diet Aldi garbage. Feels good. Feels good to be rocking real DC. And that's because I went to Sam's Club today. Now, before anyone in the chat pops off, I would love to be a Costco member. We don't have Costco. Well, we have a Costco, but it would take me 40 minutes to drive to. Sam's Club, that's less than 10-minute drive, baby. So, Sam's Club for me, you know? It is what it is. So I went to Sam's Club with my dad. Got some various items. Slayer Giant asked if I got a hot dog. Now, I'll forgive you for not being an American, but that's a Costco thing. I think Sam's Club, they have a food section, but it's like pizza. They might have hot dogs, too. I don't know. I've actually never eaten from the Sam's Club, whatever. How's my view looking here? Oh, you can see my cup here. I am on a different setup. If you were there for Sacred Streaming on Monday, I have my Elgato prompter set up. So when I'm looking at this directly into your eyes, I can see your chats, which is pretty cool. Now let's see. I just switched from Costco to Sam's, and you're not missing much. Costco fans are crazy. They are all about Costco. I've actually never been in a Costco in my whole life. So I'd like to. I would like to have a Costco chicken bake. And I know the meme, the Costco guys. That's actually, I didn't know what a chicken bake was until those fine young men introduced me to the chicken bake. And it looks pretty gas. A lot of you guys know my good friend Brandon. His brother has a Costco. And a Costco member. He owns the Costco. He has a Costco membership. And Brandon brought me, they have like a make-at-home chicken bake. Pretty good, but did not look anywhere near as good as what you get in store. He also brought me, this was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. He also brought me a double chunk chocolate cookie. And he told me when he handed it to me, he said, just be careful with this. Maybe don't eat it all in one sitting. It's got like 2 sticks of butter in it. You'll shit your pants. Like, well, I've danced with the devil a time or two. I'm willing to give it a shot. I don't think I didn't eat it all in one sitting, but I don't know. I think I would have been fine. I think I could eat a double chunk chocolate cookie without shitting my pants. But who knows? It's nice to see everybody joining in. I hope you guys are having a good middle of the week. This week has gone by pretty fast for me, surprisingly. Busy week as normal. Sacred Streaming Monday. Tuesday, I take Holly to her appointment in Pittsburgh. So that's like a 4-hour adventure every week. And then today, guys, new video tomorrow. I'll leave it a little suspense, but it'll come out around a little bit around noon Eastern. So, you dressed like a double chunk chocolate cookie? Goodness. I don't know what that means. Nice little surprise midweek stream. It's not a surprise. I mean, it may be a surprise for you, but I am here every Wednesday at 7 for our streaming time. Maybe I should make the streaming on Wednesdays. Should I have like a series name to it? You know? I don't know. I can't think of anything good though. Like some kind of series stream. But I did take you guys. I took your feedback last. Was it last week? Was last week the Luminesce stream? I'm losing track of time. At some point, people were like, hey, your thumbnails for your streams are too close to your normal thumbnails. And I'm confused about whether it's a video or if it's a stream. So I took that feedback and put that in the thumbnail this time. Hopefully that helps. Pimp yourself more on Sacred, homie. I think Colin would have no problem with that, but I feel a little weird doing it. Like that's my job. This is, I mean, this is also kind of a job. It's not my main job though. Humping with Dustin, that midweek humping. That's something. Let's see. Saw Thrice in Austin last night. Fantastic show. Horizons West songs were meant to be played live. Vesper like goated. That sounds pretty great. They are playing in Cleveland in November. And that sounds, I kind of want to go. I like the new album. I don't love it, but I like it. Fuck, Marry, Kill, Chick-fil-A, Five Guys, Chipotle. That is tough. Usually people ask a fuck, marry, kill, and it's like easy. It's an obvious. The marry is the one we got to eat forever. We got to marry Chick-fil-A. We got to fuck Chipotle. And we're killing Five Guys. Those greedy bastards. It's just too expensive. Let's see, I got to review Ninja Gaiden 4 and it was dope. Are you going to check it out? It's got platinum goodness. Someone else mentioned Ninja Gaiden earlier, or it was Yote or something. I am playing Ninja Gaiden. Disclosure, I did get a code from Xbox for it. Whoa! I'm moving up in the world. So this isn't the video I have tomorrow, but next week, hopefully early next week, I'm going to do a Ninja Gaiden video. Now, let the dust settle a little bit, and then no one will watch my video. So, see, I have to kill Five Guys because I can't eat their burgers or they'll kill me. Their burgers are made of peanut oil. Oh, whoa, Max, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. I was just watching your recent video, Max. Always 10 out of 10. Yeah, nice to see you, dude. Let's see. Right on, dude. Look forward to the first impression / review. Yeah, we'll see. I was reading that it takes like it can take about 8 hours to beat. And I guess I don't want to spoil my video already because I guess I'm formulating my thoughts right now. But so far the difficulty hasn't been too bad. Weirdly, I had a tougher time with the first boss than the second boss. The first boss took me, I don't know, 6 or 7 tries. The second boss I beat in the first try. I was like, oh. I was like gearing myself up to be like, okay, here we go. And then the second boss for Slayer Giant, it's the boss with the umbrella. First try. I was like, oh. Not bad. There's like a few weird difficulty spikes at the beginning of the game. Like there was one enemy gauntlet that I was like, whoa. What's going on here? 616. It's cool seeing you and the boys putting out all this YouTube stuff. Been enjoying the work. Keep it up. Yeah, there's so much content out for you guys in the last day or so. We got a new Lockmore video today. We got a new Ben video today. Yeah. You fought Rihanna? Yeah, the umbrella boss. How's the cold DC hitting? Thank you for asking. It's so good because I've been drinking the Aldi Diet Coke. And I think the Aldi Diet Coke, it's silver and red, right? For its branding. But I think it tastes more like Diet Pepsi. And I mean, I don't dislike Diet Pepsi, but it's a little too sweet. Like I like the refined choice of the Diet Coke for a refined man like myself. New Lock ruled. I watched it earlier. Yeah, New Lock. Lock's killing it. We've been telling him to put that video out for like the last 7 days. What's your go-to Chinese food order? Dude, I'm a basic bitch. I get General Tso's. Maybe orange chicken. But I'm basic. Dustin, Diet Coke or Coke Zero? I drank so much Coke Zero at my old job. Like, I don't know, 10 years ago at this point. I got sick of it. And now I'm a Diet Coke man. Yeah, okay, another write-in about Coke Zero. I'm not a Coke Zero man anymore. I'm a DC man. I feel like, there's something about it that's got more edge. It's got a little more bite. Is it going to kill me faster? Maybe. I don't know. Will you do React slop like Asmongold? I think that the only kind of reaction stuff I'll do is if we want to watch any trailers or react to something live if I'm not doing it for Last Stand. But, I don't plan on just sitting here and watching stuff. In fact, I think going forward, I think Wednesday night streams are going to be dedicated to just hanging out and talking. And we're going to talk about Halo in a little bit. Because, truthfully, between me and you, and now I can look right in your eyes with this prompter, between me and you, people are way more interested in streams that are just sitting around and talking to chat than playing a game overall. So I think Wednesday night streams are going to be exclusively hanging out and talking, and any kind of gameplay streams are going to be some other night, though my nights are very full for the most. Well, not full. It's just like Monday is sacred streaming. So I normally don't feel like streaming after already streaming for 3 hours, right? Tuesday I have to drive to Pittsburgh and back for Ollie's appointment. That's a big to-do. Don't really feel like streaming. Wednesday night, that's what we're doing here. Thursday is my Sacred Symbols recording day. So that's 4 hours in front of the computer. Don't really feel like streaming. Fridays are possible, but I'm usually trying to do something else in the evening other than... So if I'm sitting in front of a computer, it's going to be hopefully playing a game. I guess I could do that. But any experience doing model painting? I did some model kit building. Like I have some Ava models and stuff like that. And I did like an X-Wing and stuff. And I was never very good at the painting. What you been playing, Dusty? I've been playing Ninja Gaiden 4. And I've been playing Ball Pit. Ghost of Yote. I'm playing Battlefield. I'm playing all kinds of stuff. I'm definitely in a bad spot where I'm playing too much at the same time. Halo giving me my birthday gift was supposed to, with this supposed reveal on Friday. Yeah, I think the reveal, lock it in. Let's talk about Halo now. There's some other questions coming in. Are you going to watch Chris Stuckman's new horror film? It sounds interesting, but I'm only tickets right now to one movie, and that's going to be Chainsaw Man on Friday. So the reveal is Friday. Guys, I feel like didn't they have some kind of tweet or message where they're like, stay tuned for Friday? I think it was kind of already revealed. I'm on a review for Redacted next Wednesday. I know what your review is, and you haven't even told me. It's not hard to guess. But okay, let's talk about Halo now that there's not too many questions coming in. So this Halo reveal is coming up on Friday. I really wanted to see what you guys thought. All the rumors point to this being a Halo Combat Evolved remake in Unreal Engine 5, which we know it's going to be in Unreal Engine 5 because they posted that blog post where they were talking about the new direction for Halo. And the image attached to that was the image that you saw before you clicked on this video in the thumbnail. And I think the other big rumor about it is that it has... Well, there's been a few big rumors, actually, now I think about it. The first one is that it's going to have sprint. Like, this isn't going to be a straight remake. They're going to change it. And to me, changing it... I mean, when you're fucking with Halo Combat Evolved, it's so insanely risky changing anything. But what are the stakes at this point, really? What do they have to lose for Halo? Halo, I mean, could we argue Is this the lowest point ever for Halo? I guess not. Things were pretty dire after Halo 5. And then Halo Infinite, a good time overall. Didn't have quite the legs. But I think people were generally positive. I was on Halo Infinite. Campaign was whatever. But the multiplayer was fun. So now you're going in and you're touching many people's favorite games of all time. One of their top games of all time. Certainly one of my top games of all time. And I'm glad you said this, reckless guest, because this is exactly what I was about to bring up. You said change it up. We have the OG. We have the Master Chief Collection. Now, I think that's a very good point. And that's what I was going to say, is that we have the original Halo Master Chief Collection. They did the remake, like the 360 remake, the reskin. And then they, they put that in the Master Chief Collection. I hate that reskin. I think that reskin is ugly as sin, and I refuse to play it. I respect it if you like it, no problem, but I hate it. But we have the original running in a really good state. See, Halo Infinite was good, just had no support and barely any features at launch, and that killed it. I totally agree. Also, their battle passes sucked. They took forever. They should give Master Chief cat ears. I think that would work with at least a certain audience. Nah, Halo is effectively dead right now. Even with the initial high player count Infinite, no one plays it now. Yeah. Agreed, the reskin was ass and not the good kind. Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't want to overemphasize. I've seen way worse things before, but it was not good. They did a much better job on the Halo 2 version, which I still I don't know, guys. I remember these games are so connected to my childhood. I like it, particularly when we're talking about Halo 2 remaster. I like to see it. When I played Halo 2 last, I was constantly flipping between the old and the new graphics because there's just something so nostalgic about those original graphics. So here's my take. Here's the hot take. It's not a hot take. This take is fucking ice cold, actually. The idea of a Halo remake, at this point, fuck it. Go for it. My confidence in 343 is so low that, like a lot of you guys are bringing up, if they even do a pretty good job and it comes out great, what's the long term? Which I guess, I don't know. It's not that every game needs to live forever, but did they ever add co-op campaign to Infinite? I stopped following it. No, I believe they canceled it. Guys, call me out if I'm wrong about this. There is a Digital Foundry video where they were able to make the co-op work. I don't remember how they did it. And it was working, but I think they canceled it. So, yeah, pretty annoying. So, I think one of the most interesting aspects about this release, co-op was officially, they canceled it, yeah. I think one of the interesting things about this release, obviously, is going to be the fact that it's going to come out on PlayStation. We got Gears on PlayStation, and it was a remaster. Pretty cool. I skipped it. I'd like to play it at some point again, but I don't know. It's fine. But this is going to be Halo's debut on, PlayStation, which is crazy. There's some confusion. You can play the co-op. You cannot. I'm pretty sure they canceled local co-op. Is that correct, everybody? I'm 90% sure that's the case. But, dude, Halo local co-op, guys. Oh, what a time. What a time to be alive playing Halo split screen with one of your best friends, drinking Mountain Dew. Oh, that kind of shit. People talk about nostalgia making you depressed. I don't normally feel that way, but when I think about Halo, that's what gets me. Halo actually thinking about the good times of Halo, and not to make it super serious, but one of my really good friends growing up who's unfortunately passed away, some of my memories with him, I remember when we got the Halo 3 beta on the Crackdown disc. And we played that shit all night. Fantastic memory. And yeah, Halo's special for that reason. I think many people have that really close connection with Halo. Playing it all night, playing co-op, campaign. And in particular, guys, if you were ever blessed enough to experience 16-player local multiplayer, on any of them, Halo 1, 2, 3. I remember we used to have LAN parties here at my house back when it was my parents' house. I just remember like the struggle, like, because back then it was like CRTs, where like you had to get like 3 guys to move a CRT. You plop it on the kitchen table. It looks like the kitchen table is going to fall apart because it's so fucking heavy. Good times. You know, we would separate it by rooms. You get the long Ethernet cable, and you hear like screaming from across the house because you headshotted somebody. All right, I've probably gone to. I'm lost in the sauce on nostalgia now. Back to the modern Halo. Okay, here is a hot take. I joked about a hot take earlier that was a cold take, but here is the hot take. The hot take is, if they're gonna remake it. If they're going to add sprint, I don't care. That's fine. If you're going to remake it, just actually fucking remake it. Make it different. You know, we're always going to have the original. I always hate that when people are like, oh, they ruined it. They ruined my favorite thing. It's like, dude, your favorite thing still exists. Whether it's a movie or whatever, you can always go watch it. With those games, unfortunately with games, sometimes it's like, you don't have access unless you still have that original hardware. But yeah, you know, with this, it's like you've already reskinned it once and then re-released that again. And it's on PC. So just go all the way with it. Add sprint, try to modernize it. The thing that I hold near and dear is if they add, like, you know, adding sprint, whatever, is I hope they maintain the arena aspect of the multiplayer, you know, which I don't think, maybe it's been so long, guys. They didn't really add too many, like, did they have gun upgrades or anything like Call of Duty type shit in any of the recent ones? Because I think Halo Infinite was pretty arena focused. To me, that's like the core. Like, don't fuck with that. Don't make there be weapon upgrades. Don't make there be character upgrades. The only thing I want to be pushing is my stats. Like, that's the goal that I'm working towards. Unfortunately, that's not a lot. That's not enough for a lot of people. You need, cosmetic rewards. Okay. All right, Max writes in here and says, the thing I want most is for the campaign to lean more into the horror element with the flood. That was terrifying back in the day. Dude, I'm glad you brought that up, because the flood level, you got me lost in the sauce on on the memories. I very vividly remember seeing the library for the first time. And I think in hindsight, we can look at that level and think it's kind of boring. But we're never going to have that first time playing the library ever again. So it's like, it doesn't hit the same. But dude, I just remember, like, dude, it's like, grab the shotgun. There's points where you're like, we just got to get out of here as soon as possible. But yeah, leaning to the horror elements would be cool. Tell me if any of you Halo OGs remember this. So shockingly, my first time playing Halo, maybe not my first time, but the first time I owned Halo was on the PC version. If anyone remembers that OG PC version. Because I did not have an Xbox, but I did have a family computer. That's where I first played the Halo campaign. It wasn't until, I don't know, a year or two later, before Halo 2, by a lot, that I got Halo on. I got it on Xbox also, when I eventually got a used Xbox from somebody. But yeah, in that PC version, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I used to be super into modding games when I was that age. Like, I remember particularly modding Jedi Knight 2 and Jedi Academy all the time. Like, I would download custom maps, figure out how the console commands work. But in Halo, there was a thing, wasn't there like an unused asset called the Engineers? And they were like a weird blobby thing. Which I think the Engineers were in a later Halo game. I'm not sure. Anyway, that was a long story to say, does anyone know what I'm talking about with the Engineers? It was a while ago. See, my first time playing Halo was on a Mac. I didn't even know they released it on Mac. I know it was originally announced for Mac. Max, I'm right. Okay. Reintroduce the Engineers. I don't know what the fuck they do. I don't know what they're about. But the Engineers were taken out of 1 but put in 3. Same with the Flamethrower. Yeah, put that. Did they have the Flamethrower in the PC version? Or was that a mod that I downloaded? Birdo64, what's up, dude? Good to hear from you. I played the demo for Halo on the family PC, and that was my first exposure to it. Yeah, the PC version, I remember playing online, and I was absolutely terrible at it. Mod if you used it in 1, okay. The level of the library made it clear to me that my PC wasn't ready, and I had super smooth and cinematic 20 FPS. Dude, back then, God bless us, back then, I remember the first time I noticed frame rate, and it was on PlayStation 2, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Is that what it's called? Or Enter the Dragon? I don't know. The first one that wasn't made by Insomniac. Spyro 4. And I remember thinking like, wow, if I look up at the sky, my character moves way smoother. But I remember I had a Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on our PC. And dude, this thing was a fucking slideshow. It was bad. I still played it. Enter the Dragonfly, okay. Yeah, that was the first game I realized I noticed frame rate. But what was I saying? Oh, Episode 1 Racer. Yeah. I remember my dad, which like we weren't like super poor, but we didn't have a ton of money. My dad's the type of guy that he doesn't blow his money on stuff like ever. But when he does buy something, he buys something nice that was going to last, right? And I remember him buying an Alienware PC, and this was like 2003. So this was pre-purchase from Dell. Dude, that thing ripped. And I remember being like, whoa, playing games on it. Dustin forced Brad to invite Max Starrett on Summon Sign. Dude, I would love that. I'll tell Brad. Max, if you're down, okay, Max already said I'm down anytime. We can make that happen. That would be sick. I don't know what the schedule is, but we can definitely make that happen soon. That'd be awesome. Okay, is this the final nut kick for Xbox fanboys, getting news of a leak and PS5 before getting anything from Daddy Phil? I don't think this Halo... The only reason this would be a nut kick for Xbox fanboys is if it sucks. And if it sucks, we all lose. Did the 2003 Alienware run Crysis? I don't think I tried Crysis on it. But it ran all the Star Wars Jedi Knight games. And it ran Halo. What else did it run? I'm trying to remember what else I played. I used to play... Dude, I remember... Man, guys, I'm lost in the sauce and nostalgia, ain't I at this point, thinking about like my old family computer. I remember buying Unreal Tournament 2004 and getting it home, and it was on like 5 fucking discs. My dad was like, "How many gigs is this game?" I think it was 5 gigs or something. Back then, we were like, "Oh no, this is gonna take up so much space on the on our hard drive." We figured it out. Stu Dog, how are you liking your new prompter? I noticed you're looking at us now. Dude, the prompter, I think it's great. Now, the reason I bought it is that they're coming out with a prompter XL. It was a little expensive. I think it was like $500 or $600. And I was like, you know what? I've been thinking about getting a prompter for multiple years now. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger, and here we are. Now we've got the prompter. I can use it on Sacred. And I don't know, do you feel a stronger connection to me? When I look at you? Oh, true. This stream feels sensual with Dustin looking me in the eye. Maybe it's too much. Who knows? Roller Coaster Tycoon. Dude, don't make me install Roller Coaster Tycoon right fucking now, because I will. I'll do it. It's pretty cool. It's a cool product. Yeah, it is. I don't really need it for like, when I do my videos, I don't script them. I probably should, but I don't. I just feel like if I script it, I get too focused on reading, and I don't necessarily feel like I'm that great of a writer. I feel like I'm able to convey what I want to say better on videos if I kind of map it out in my head or maybe write down a few points. So I don't really need the actual teleprompter aspect, but having it as a monitor that I can look into for the camera, pretty nice. Before we get into other stuff, let's finish out talking about Halo. So the announcement is supposed to be this Friday, and we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to choose to be optimistic. I think that's copium. I want to be optimistic about it because I love Halo. I've been hurt so many times, and I don't want to have any stolen valor for my co-host Chris Raygun, who has any man really suffered more than him ever when it comes to Halo. No. So let's hope this Friday we get something cool with Halo. Who knows? Maybe if the reveal seemed really interesting, maybe I can rip a quick video. We'll see though. I don't know. Maybe it's not going to be that exciting. I'm wondering if it's going to be this year. That might be kind of hype. Imagine if they're like, we have a beta for the new Halo out right now, and it's coming out December, whatever. Like real quick. Halo running in UE5 on top of an existing game code. Dude, we didn't even talk about UE5. That's like, oh, I need a SIG. I need a SIG thinking about Halo running on UE5. Thinking about a UE5 game from Halo Studios. Oh, guys. Unreal 5, dude. Not that it can't be done. I just played the server slam for Arc Raiders, and that runs real nice in Unreal 5. So it can be done, but it's not likely. Oh yeah, look, but Embark makes UE5 run like butter. It can be done. It can be done. Now, I want to point out something earlier. It says, you don't script yourself. Dude, I 100% assumed you were writing those. That's impressive. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like it's very impressive because I sometimes... everyone's your own worst critic. I will record a video and then I'll edit it and I'll be like, I feel like I was a little bit scatterbrained, and I wouldn't be as scatterbrained if I wrote shit out. But I think that people, I mean, there's always going to be a place for written reviews and written content. But, and I think that when you're particularly doing like deep analysis, writing is absolutely essential. But for what I'm trying to do, which is like just tell you about a game or something that I'm thinking. No script. You know? Totally different types of content. But yeah, no scripting for me. Though I do have an idea for a video that I think I would script, but I'm not telling you guys about it. Hopefully, I need to start working on it. Maybe sometime in November. I want to do a real YouTube video, not the slop that I make right now. I joked with Lockmort because he kept telling us about this Ghost of Yote video, and I was like, dude, what's taking you so long? He's like, well, I wrote it out. I had to voice it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that. I'm like, I feel bad. I'm not like, I know that I'm putting out videos. I feel like they're good quality, but in some, I see like all the work that Locke puts in or other people. And I'm like, oh, I'm kind of shitting these out. They're not shitted out. They're made with love and care. It's a loving and caringly shit out. New video today, though. The new video I made today that's for tomorrow, which is, guys, okay, I'll tell you a little bit about what it's about. I recorded this afternoon, edited, and it probably from start to finish, from hitting record to rendered and on YouTube, probably took me like 3 hours, maybe a little more than that. And Jimmy made the thumbnail. The video for tomorrow, guys, maybe I'm a hypocrite, but I told you guys a week or two ago, I was like, I was thinking about doing a video about an Xbox, but I don't really know what to say. I figured out what to say. So I have an Xbox video coming out tomorrow. So dude, I'm going to be like John Wick, and have all the guns on me. So Xbox video tomorrow, talking about some of the stuff that Sarah Bond said in that Mashable, whatever it's called, the Mashable interview she did, talking about the hybrid console approach that is seemingly, to me, all but confirmed. So look forward to that tomorrow around noon Eastern. New video. Crazy that you have time for these and all the Last Stand ones too. I really have to. It's not even. I don't want to make people think I'm like insanely busy. I am on a very strict schedule with Last Stand stuff, and it takes up weird times of day. So got a dip. Oh, let's see, Max got a dip. Keep up the great work, Dustin. Looking forward to tomorrow's video. Thanks, Max, and great work on your videos too, dude. Max, you're a legend. And you do great work. You do so, dude. Your videos are a million times better than mine. So I'm looking forward to more Silent Hill F videos from you, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Xbox video on Duke's Day, yeah. Should be fun. I feel like I'm pretty fair in it, but I don't know. It is what it is. Hope Holly is enjoying her new piano. Her new piano, yeah, she got the baby grand for free. Guys, moving that baby grand piano ourselves, we wanted to hire someone to move it, and we couldn't get a hold of anybody. So we ended up moving it ourselves. And that was, well, honestly, I really, I didn't do the heavy lifting, literally. My friend Jason and my friend Josh helped out. And that thing was like 700 pounds. And they had like a strap on. Put on the thing, lifted it up. We rented a U-Haul. Don't get me wrong, I certainly helped, but I'm just not the guy that can lift half of 700 pounds. Not happening. They did a great job. Was there a new Halo announced? Am I under a rock? Friday. Sounds like Friday it's going to happen. Dustin, is this the new view? Yeah, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago. This is the Elgato prompter view where I can look right into your eyes. Are you ready? How are we doing on this stream? I like to check in. Holy shit, 132 viewers. And 10 on Twitch. So like 142 viewers. That's crazy. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. And oh, we got a super chat too from Baby Grand Piano Stream. When? Probably not. It needs to be tuned. It's not like horribly out of tune, but it needs to be tuned up. And Holly hasn't been playing too much recently, so she's gonna start getting back into it. But I don't know. I've always thought about streaming from a different part of my house because I have I've got my OnlyFans camera. You know, this one here that I record my videos on, and so I can really stream anywhere. Let's see. But yeah, thank you for that super chat. Do Collins? No, I don't want to do Collins. Collins are... I respect people that do them. I've done them for the Sacred Symbols Plus. I don't really like it. I don't want to do it. Also, I forgot. I need to plug. I need to shill myself for a moment, guys. There are channel memberships, which are kind of like Twitch memberships, that you can get access to emotes, and you can get access to you get access to emotes. It helps support the channel. It gives you a little membership icon. If you guys want to sign up, no obligation. It helps support me, but you don't have to. But I should mention them. You know, they always say, like, if you want, you should always try to promote yourself. So there it is. If you want to sign up for a channel membership to support me, to get the Frisk emotes in the chat, they are available. You don't have to. Simply watching the videos is good enough for me. And I forgot to shill this in the past. If we're getting all the shilling out at the same time, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub on Twitch, and that helps as well. Anyway, that's it. That's all the shilling I can do for now. Let's see what you guys are saying. The Osmo is amazing. Dude, yeah, I just talked to Brad. Brad is also going to get an Osmo Pocket 3. I originally, because he was asking me about helping him find a new camera. And I was like, I know you don't need to go out and about, but like, I think this thing might be the best video quality you can get at this price point, which is not cheap. This thing's like $700, but it's comparable to the DSLR that you're seeing me through right now. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about what are some other questions here. How much prep do you do before an episode of Sacred Symbols? Do you have to read up a lot on the various topics? It depends. Like tonight, I'll go and I'll read all the show notes. If I already know about a topic, I can just read through it once, and I might do additional research if I feel like it's necessary. I usually read it the night before and the morning of. I read through it twice. We have a new supporter, Combat Wombat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate it. Enjoy your Frisk emotes. And there's the tingle emote of me as well. Thank you. Means a lot. Ever think about interviewing content creators / YouTubers on Sacred Symbols Plus? We've done a lot of that. I think it's important that we have something to talk about specifically, other than just doing like a tell me about your content type stuff. But we've done some of that. Okay, love that you made your own channel, Dusty. Your come up from fan to creator is sick, and your story about your old job and breaking free inspires me to do the same thing. Yeah, it's I'm amazed sometimes that it happened to me. Honestly, all the time. But thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are liking the content and all this stuff that I do. Means a lot. Dustin, you're gonna try Ball Pit. I tried after listening to that last podcast. It's great. I've been playing it, and it fucking rules. I absolutely love it. What's an Osmo? Oh, I'm a little behind here. What's an Osmo Pocket? It's this camera here from DJI. See, watch this. You go, whoop, turns on. Look, you can, oh wait, it's still showing me right now. Let me sit. You can see yourself in the Elgato prompter. Wow. It's a nice camera. Like, it's really nice. I highly recommend it. It's very expensive, but it makes my life a lot easier. Can you try to fit in a random word tomorrow on Sacred? Let the audience vote on it. That's too much pressure. Way too much pressure. We have another new supporter for the channel. Cash Money Savior. Thank you for the support. Enjoy your Frisk emotes in the chat specifically. And thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. Helps me out. Helps me afford. I do have some expenses with this channel. Not a crazy amount, but. Need Max Dude for an episode of LSM. Dude, I would love to have him on Summon Sign. I'm sure he's very busy. Summon Sign, I think, is the great spot to have guests. Like someone... Did someone mention when we... Oh, yeah. Loved when you had Happy Console Gamer on. Dude, that was so cool. I love Happy Console Gamer. And it was a huge honor for me to be able to do a podcast with him. I'd love to be on a podcast with him again soon. Dustin, did you ever try New World? I went back recently and put like 70 hours in. I've always heard good things. Ben and our friend Justin play that. Maybe Brad played it too. I can't remember. I just don't know if I have time for something like that right now. How much of the $5 do you get on a membership? I believe I get 70%. I believe the YouTube split is 70-30, which I think is a lot better. Twitch, I think, is Twitch 50-50? So it is a much better split. How many videos per week you thinking you want to start uploading to the channel? It really depends. I would love to get to a point where I'm doing 2 videos a week. I've done 2 videos a week, maybe once or twice. But being that I have Last Stand stuff, it takes up a lot of, that time. And I also just don't want to rip videos for the sake of ripping videos. I always want to make sure that I have something that I'm thinking and not just regurgitate information that you probably already know. So I would love to do more. Right now we're doing the stream and a video a week for sure. Maybe with this Halo news, maybe I'll rip an extra video, but I think I mentioned earlier, if you guys weren't here, early next week, the goal is to do a Ninja Gaiden 4 video. So we shall see. Twitch might be 60-40. That sounds right, 60-40. You should also develop a video game. Guys, if I ever developed a video game, I want to develop my own like Jackbox style game. I don't know what that would be though, or how that would work. So who knows? Dustin, what was your first experience with Halo? You would have been in elementary school. I honestly don't remember my exact first experience. I was saying earlier the first time I played it was on the PC version is the first time I owned it. I don't remember the first time I actually played it, but yeah. Have you played all the 3D Ninja Gaiden games? No. I played, was it Ninja Gaiden 2 or 3 that they recently just put out before Ninja Gaiden 4? I played some of that. I didn't love it. But spoiler alert, the new Ninja Gaiden 4, I think so far is pretty fucking awesome. Real awesome. When is that new Jackbox pack coming out? Pretty soon. It's coming out at the end of this month. So I'm really excited. I fucking love Jackbox. I think we're going to do Jackbox on Sacred streaming pretty soon. We talked about that a little bit. Did you see the video about how undercooked Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is? So I posted this in the Last Stand Discord. I think it was Nintendo Life did a video about some of it is exclusively stuff that's wrong with the Switch 2 version, but a lot of it is overall. I'm a hard skip on Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, which sucks because I was so excited for that. Apparently, the mouse mode is fucked, which, you know, I wasn't even necessarily going to buy it on Switch 2, but it's like, okay. First, there's that, the mouse mode that sucks. The music is all fucked. Someone in the chat earlier mentioned about the fake concept art in it. And yeah, it's really unfortunate. I feel like maybe I'll just play the old version because I'm pretty sure you could probably still get the old version on PC, right? So yeah, clearly not a very good port at all. Not a very good remaster, remake, whatever. Like, how hard could it be? How hard could it be to get this right? Apparently really difficult. But it's unfortunate. It's very sad. I recommend, if based on that Nintendo Life video, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Don't buy it. Do not buy it. Do not buy garbage. And it seems like it's pretty bad. Don't support it. Maybe they can fix it. But I don't know. It seems like a pretty quick hit. Make some money. Get out. Very sad. Plants vs. Zombies deserves better. PopCap deserved better than fucking Electronic Arts did. Very, very annoying. The Vita version's the GOAT. I never played it on Vita. I think most of my time with Plants vs. Zombies was spent on the iPhone, which I thought was very good. The mobile version's free. Just turn off your data and you're good. Okay. Maybe it would be worth playing on well, I could play it on this chonkers. My oh wait, wrong side. My iPad Professional. This is an M1 iPad. I've had this. Oh, it's dead. I've had this since like 2021. Feel like there's no reason to upgrade my iPad. Other than that new version has the OLED screen and it's super thin. This thing is heavy as fuck though. Like if I have to carry my laptop and this thing around, really heavy. Also guys, shout out. The keyboard case on the iPad, it's so expensive, it's so worth it. If you have an iPad Pro, highly recommend the keyboard case. Never used an iPad? I go through phases where I use my iPad constantly, and then I just won't for a few months, and then I'll go back again. This is interesting. So, Joey, you're saying music recommendation, Dury, Midwest emo rock, very good. They, I discovered them a few months ago, and I fucking love them. Let me give you guys a little insight, because this I don't think is going to happen anymore. Before I started doing this YouTube channel as you know it now, my original plan was to do a channel. Tell me if you guys think this is cool. My original plan was to do a channel where I wanted to interview musicians who play video games, much like my Billy Martin interview. And so the plan, and I legitimately tried to do this. The plan was to do these interviews, edit them very nicely. It was going to be kind of podcast format, but you know, whatever. The initial people that I was trying to line up was to have Billy Martin of Good Charlotte on again. I was trying to get an interview with the singer of Thrice. Who else did I reach out to? Oh, this comes back to the message. I was talking to, I believe, whoever runs their Twitter account of Dury. We'll just assume it's the singer. Me and that whoever runs that Twitter account have messaged back and forth because they follow me on Twitter. And I was like, yo, I'm doing this new show. Are you interested? And they said, yes, absolutely. That sounds great. Email this email address. Emailed the email address. No reply. I was like, okay. I waited. Followed up on that email. No reply. Messaged the Twitter account again. No reply. I'm like, well, The Dustin Kensrue, the singer of Thrice, I was talking to some manager, and they were like, we'd like to see the channel before we say yes. And I was like, well, Billy did get back to me. Billy from Good Charlotte said he would do it. But then Good Charlotte's like, oh, we're just going to come out with a whole fucking new album and go tour. So that wasn't possible. So anyway, that was originally was going to be my big YouTube thing. But I'm still would love to interview musicians. And if Austin Dury, was ever interested, I would absolutely interview him for this channel. And I think it would be fucking awesome. I don't care if it doesn't, if it doesn't fit with what I'm doing on this channel, I want to do it. So, we'll see. Their new album's great, though. Even though, I still love them even if they didn't reply to me. Even if they left me hanging. Dustin, when I see them next month, I'll remind them to send you an email. I didn't forget. Haha. Dude, say Dustin from Last Stand Media. You follow him on Twitter. He'll interview you for his podcast and get anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 views. Man, we got multiple Dury fans in the chat. That's awesome. That's super cool. I thought you were going to say Billy Mitchell. Who? I just got a message. Okay, hold on. Who's talking to me? My family group chat popping off. It was 1 year ago today that I went to Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen with Gene Park. That was a good time. They're from your hometown. Isn't that Minnesota? Is it Minnesota or is it? I don't remember. But yeah, guys, Ninja Gaiden 4, before I forget, I want to talk about Ninja Gaiden 4. We'll save that for the video. Guys, Ball Pit, if you're not playing Ball Pit, what's wrong with you? Play Ball Pit. $15, easy buy. And I think it's easy to compare them to compare it to Vampire Survivors. It has that same kind of dopamine hit. It's great. It's really great. Highly recommend it. What happened to Finn McKenty? He just disappeared. He's no longer making YouTube videos, but I actually talked to him maybe 3 months ago. I had a call with him because I was consulting with him about the music interview channel idea, and I wanted to see what he thought about it. So I talked to him pretty recently, but I think he's out of the content game. Okay, this question is completely out of my wheelhouse, but I'm willing to try. Dustin, how do you invest your money aside from regular plus discretionary expenses? Any portfolio tips? I do not have any financial advice other than start saving for your retirement. I believe I have a Roth IRA that I've been investing in since I was 23. Maybe? I'm not sure. As far as like stock market stuff, I don't invest actual money in the stock market. Like I've done like a few small things for fun. Let me see how much is in my Robinhood account. More than I thought. I have $1,131 invested. And most of that is from when I bought 2 AMD stocks for $32 a piece. And they're now worth way more. Buy a house. House could be a good investment. Buying a house now, though, you might not want to buy a house right now. You might want to wait. Hopefully the bubble bursts soon. I would love to move, guys. No crypto. I have some Dogecoin that I would hope would someday become worth money again. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, but not very much. Like, not very much at all. Do you have any shares of Last Stand? No. I do not own any part of Last Stand. The only owner of Last Stand would be Colin Moriarty. So, invest in One Piece trading cards. I do have one card that keeps going up in value. Let me see. What is the... I have an app. Oh, Collector. This is like a card value. Holy shit. My collection has gone up $80 in the last 2 days. This is my most expensive One Piece card that I got in a pack. And it is worth $249. Hell yeah. But yeah, I would love to move. This house has been great. And selling this house is going to be one of the hardest things I ever have to do. A Furman has lived in this house since 2002. So this is my childhood home for the most part, really. But I'd like to have a place that has a little more space. I'd like to have a place that has a basement. Like a legit basement. Somewhere that I can put all my video games. So, we'll see. We gotta wait for this bubble to burst. When I was looking at houses, few months back, I was like, man, with what I can afford, it's like lateral moves. You know? Are you still pulling packs on Pokemon Pocket? Nah. I fought the good fight for a long time. They were just releasing packs too quickly. Never paid any money though for the Pokemon game on iPhone. Never paid a dime. Very proud of that. But yeah, I'm not even really ripping that many One Piece cards anymore. I just got to the point where I'm like, I'm just wasting money. You know, at a time where I'm not hurting for money, but it's like no one should be wasting money right now. That's like, you get the thrill of ripping a pack. Feels good when you get a hit. For how good it feels when you get a cool card, even if it's not worth anything, I think about every pack that I've opened that costs me $4.50, $5. It's like, oh, you buy 3 packs, that's $15. You open them, there's nothing but shit in it, and you're like, oh, well, there's $15 just gone. I'm not a big gambler. Never have been. Probably because I've never really won anything off gambling, whether it's real gambling or like, One Piece stuff. Or trading cards. But yeah, I'm too much of a small town Western PA boy that everyone is always bitching and trying to save money around here. It's funny, when I first got on Sacred Symbols, some people were like, Dustin, like, he's a penny pincher, or he's cheap. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Are you playing McDonald's Monopoly? I have literally 7 free apple pies to redeem. Holy shit. You should see if we can redeem them all at once so you can eat them all at once. I got a few Monopoly pieces, but I don't think I really got anything out of it. So, I think what was weird is that last time I went, they didn't give me any pieces with something I should have. Honestly, in a climate where tomorrow isn't guaranteed, I've stopped worrying about spending, or better yet, wasting money. Dang, I don't know where that... I don't know if that's necessarily a healthy mindset, but I mean, if you got the means to do it, do it. I am spending some money. We're going out on Friday. I referenced this earlier, but let's talk about it now. I'm going to see the Chainsaw Man movie on Friday. I'm so excited. It's going to be great. I loved Chainsaw Man anime. I'm not caught up, but I read a lot of the Chainsaw Man manga. And Holly and Brandon, they're the ones going since they're my Chainsaw Man friends. They're not caught up. They don't know what's next. I'm like, bro, you think you like Chainsaw Man now? It's about to be peak. And even the stuff that's going to be in the movie is not even the best yet. So I'm very excited. What's interesting, I didn't know they even still did this. I'm seeing it in 3D because I can't resist a gimmick. I can't fucking resist. I was like, well, I don't really, 3D's really hit and miss, but I've never seen an animated movie in 3D. Never seen an anime movie in 3D. So I went for it. But yeah, I'm excited. Probably figure out somewhere to go to dinner beforehand. We're going to Cranberry Township, which is like sort of between Butler and Pittsburgh. Cranberry is kind of a weird place. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the area. Cranberry is part of Butler County. But it doesn't really feel like Butler at all. I mean, it's like 40 minutes away south towards Pittsburgh. Okay, let's catch up with you guys. Planning a trip to Japan next year around spring. Approximately how much did those trips cost you? Did you budget it before going? They really didn't cost as much as you would think. The most expensive part is getting there. And then when I was there, I was very budget conscious of like where we stayed, just because I don't really, not that I don't want to stay in like some shithole, but I'm not going to spend time in a hotel. I just need a place to sleep at night, So I'm trying to think, like, for Holly and I both to go, I think that we probably spent under $4,000 for 10 days in Japan. It might have been less than that because the 2 plane tickets the first time, I think, were like $1,500. I think all the lodging was maybe not even $1,000. So it was, I mean, for traveling to the other side of the world and staying there, it really was not that bad. And the second trip, our plane tickets cost more, but we're pretty frugal, I want to say it might have been like closer to like $3,000 each trip for 2 people. So, not bad. And I don't spend like a crazy... I mean, I spent some money while I was there, but you can get... Dude, once you're there, the food and even the stuff, depending on what you buy, is relatively affordable. There's a couple other interesting questions. What's the difference between the anime and the movie? The movie is the next part of the anime. So... pretty cool. Dustin, did you hear about the tractor trailer exploding on 79? I live near Wexford / North Hills area. I did not hear about that. I'm going to have to look into that. That's crazy. Exploding. Will Hahn, that's a familiar name. Hey Dustin, super cool to see your channel making comeback. Your Ghost of Yote video was great. Really resonated with me. Keep it up with the independent content and LSM. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. How did you ensure that you weren't getting ripped off as a tourist? For the most part in Japan, they're not going to try to rip you off. I mean, there is touristy stuff where it's going to be more expensive. Like if you're in a major tourist area and you're looking at food or souvenirs or whatever. Or if you're in like Akihabara and that's where you're buying anime stuff, it's like, yeah, you're going to get ripped off because that's like the major tourist area. But I think if you do your research and have some street smarts before you go, if you're in Shinjuku and there's a place that's offering you free drinks, it's not real. I mean, it's real, but you're going to get roofied. So don't do that. Next time you go to Japan, you should make some content for YouTube. That would be cool. I want to go to Japan so bad. Again, guys, I want to go so bad. Desperately want to go back. But I don't know when I'll be able to do that. Isn't the new prime minister kind of anti-foreigner? I don't know much about her. There's a million things of people talking about her online, you know, being super far right or something. I don't really know. I don't think she's anti-foreigner or anti-tourist. I think she's anti like illegal or anti-immigration. I don't really know. She's an Iron Maiden fan. I read that today and I sent it to my dad. She's big on heavy metal, and that's pretty sick. Public transportation is also very cheap and unbelievably efficient. Yes. I don't know I'm sure some of you are planning to go to Japan at some point, but the first year I went, I was really didn't want to use taxis at all. And I think overall you don't need to use taxis, but there is I think it's called Taxi Go, and that's kind of like Uber. And on the second trip, I was with my friend from Kyoto, and he showed me about how the taxis work. It's definitely more expensive than public transportation, but there was a few times that it was really nice, especially in Kyoto where their public transportation isn't anywhere near as good as Tokyo. So don't be afraid to use a taxi in Japan. Don't make it your only means of transportation, but it's very nice. Go to Japan next week, dude. I wish. I'm just gonna, I can just abandon my last stand job, You guys don't need content for a week. We'll make Colin do it. Wow, we still have 128 people here. Dang, thanks for hanging out, guys. How long have we been going? Oh, we've only been going an hour and 10 minutes. I feel like I'm talking so much. I have so much to say. What else is going on, though? What's going on with you guys? Oh, note on the taxis. Don't open/close the door. They open and close for you. Yes. I knew that in advance. I went to reach for the door the one time, and I was like, oh, don't do that. But yeah, they do open and close for you, which is pretty cool. Mr. Silly Goose, you're going to take over for me? Okay. That's fine. I heard they were going to make things more expensive for tourists in Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but they can't make everything more expensive. They could make Shinkansen rides or lodging or whatever, maybe, but Japan makes a lot of money off tourism. People coming in and just spending boatloads of money. So they probably don't want to discourage it too much, but at the same time, they got to protect their own people and their resources at the same time. Okay, look, we got a couple questions here. What if the Halo reboot is Halo CE but with Chief without a mask? Will this be the game version of Master Chief's? Man, DOA if true. If that happens, God, please no. I'm playing the 2025 Until Dawn remake on PS5 right now. Just horrible and useless remake of the game. Yeah, it sounds like a hardcore skip for me. I remember Colin saying that, and I was like, why? No, thank you. But hopefully you can enjoy it anyway. What is the hardest part of your job at LSM? Hardest part of my job. The hardest part of my job is not having any backup. And having to always be taking care of the publishing. Every post on Patreon, every content post on Patreon is me. Every thumbnail is me. Every video is me. Every audio version is me. Every audio version that gets sent to free feeds is me. So it's a lot to keep track of. So not having any backup, because that's the problem right now. I feel like I can't go or do anything. Because there's just, when I went to Japan the last 2 times, it took 3 people to do my job. So We have super chat from Boots. El gato in Spanish means cat. Does your cat prompt or purr like a kitten? I would hope not. That would be a little freaky. So far, it seems stationary, not purring. But thank you, Boots, for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate it. The hardest part of working at Last Stand, Colin's OCD. He does have a little bit of that, doesn't he? He has a little bit of that, and it can be sometimes tough, but not too bad. Colin leaves me alone for the most part, which is, good. We kind of have our own responsibilities to do. Have you played Time Flies? I think I've seen that in the store, but I've not played it. No, I don't know much about it. I think I know what you're talking about. How are we feeling about Arc Raiders dropping next week? Same devs as the finals. It should be on your radar as a very strong entry point to the extraction shooter genre. I'm excited. I played a little bit of the Server Slam. I had a good time, but I didn't get the full experience of playing with 3 people. So I'll definitely be playing at launch. And yeah, Arc Raider or the finals devs Embark are lit. Am I wearing pants? Yes. Right now, here, I'll show you guys my pants. It's classic black pants with the New Balance dad shoes. Sounds like Holly just got home. Didn't Ben do all the audio stuff previously? Your workload must have increased after he was let go. Yeah, my workload increased. I don't want to say significantly, but I'm handling sending all the audio. I was doing some of the audio even when he was here, but some of the merch stuff too I'm handling, so. Do you ever think about how someone's out there always listening / watching your content at any given time? I've actually never thought about that. I think about the amount of people and how crazy it is, but I don't think about how, there's someone probably listening to Sacred Symbols right now. Never thought about that. But that's probably, that's true. There's probably always someone listening. There's probably multiple people listening. New Balance dad shoes is mad drip. My Vans, guys, I have my pair of black slip-on Vans. I think I need to get new ones. They're kind of getting torn up on the inside, and they make my feet hurt. So it's time to get new Vans. Will you wear the Luffy straw hat for a stream? I don't have one, but I wouldn't be opposed to owning one. I've been wearing a hat a lot lately, guys, because my hair, I need a haircut. I need to schedule. What is going on here? See this? I need a haircut. I noticed, guys, dude. Okay. In the thumbnail, I was like, holy fuck, my mustache is getting long. I went and trimmed it up before the stream. Pretty good. I'm eating a small Wendy's chili in my car at work while on lunch and watching. Cool hanging out. I don't know if I've ever had Wendy's chili. I gotta be honest, guys. I kind of, I don't hate beans, but there's certain beans that I don't fuck with. I don't like beans when they're kind of firm and waxy. The only bean that I really like is a black bean. I just had chili for dinner tonight. Holly made a delicious chili. So, shout out to chili. Game of the year so far, Baby Steps is honestly the front runner for me at the moment. Game of the year so far for me is Expedition 33. I know it's the basic answer, but it's true. Wings the lol cow eats from there? From Wendy's? Last time I had Wendy's, I was like, man, this shit is expensive and it's also not very good. You're going to spend like $15 getting a combo meal at Wendy's. I've been trying to get my boys to go to Chili's recently. Chili's low-key slaps. And you know what, guys? Chili's is for the boys. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Chili's is for the boys. You go with the boys. You get the triple dipper or whatever the fuck it's called. Get a nice margarita. Brings a tear to my eye thinking about going to Chili's. I don't want to go to Chili's all the time. But remember, this goes back to what I was saying a minute ago. Chili's is for the boys. Dustin, forget about Chili's for 1 second. You need to do a Bloodborne playthrough. Well, I was saying earlier, I think before you got here, I'm not going to be playing any games on Wednesday nights anymore. This is just chatting. If I do any other gameplay streams, it'll be extra. And I've done Bloodborne on Twitch before. A few years ago at this point, but I played through all of Bloodborne and the DLC. So, Chili's biting back now. Gotta have boys for Chili's to be for him. I'm sitting here watching you. You can prop me up on the table. You know? Prop me up. The server might think it's a little weird. Dustin, why were you dressed in aluminum foil and where can I watch that video? I don't know where. That video probably still exists somewhere. That was for a stream when I was talking about Abandon and Blue Box Game Studios. That was a legendary stream. It was I don't even remember, like, something was happening with Blue Box, and that was back when I was like, is it Kojima? Is it not? It was a good time. It was a super good time. Streaming was fun. I just got bored with it. And honestly, here's the wild part, guys, is I think I mentioned this in previous weeks. Right now I'm averaging 119 concurrents on YouTube. That is way better than I ever did on Twitch. YouTube is where it's at for these streams. I don't know what it is. I appreciate you guys, though. I'm sure it has something to do with, like, discoverability on Twitch sucks, and our audience is so YouTube focused that it makes sense that streaming on YouTube now for me is just like the move. It's the move. YouTube is king. It seems like you guys enjoy, you know, watching on YouTube also. Now, I have a question for you guys, and we have to experiment. Don't be mad at me. When an ad is playing, can you still hear me? Can you still see me? I clicked the ad button. Unless you have YouTube Premium. They told me, or they said like a YouTube update, that they were going to do picture-in-picture ads. So maybe you're hearing me, maybe you're not. I pressed the ad button. I'm sorry. I wanted to know. No ad on Twitch. I got Premium. The viewing experience is so much better on YouTube. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I wanted to see. So you guys didn't get an ad? Really? Let me press the button again. No one got an ad. I want to know if when you get an ad that it does picture in picture. I'm going to press it again. It says ad inserted. Raguchi, did you get an ad? Neo 3 ad. Okay. When you guys get an ad, sorry for getting two in a row. It's no one responded that they got one. Maybe it was because it was delayed. When you get an ad, can you still hear me? Or does it completely cut me off? It wasn't picture in picture. No picture in picture. Huh. That's annoying. Sorry for the double ad. So I should have waited because I think that I hit the ad and it just hadn't it hadn't caught up yet. Well, that's a feature that's supposed to be coming soon, is that it will come up with an ad and you won't miss any part of the stream. So my bad on the double ads. It cuts me off. That's a little annoying. That'll be so much better than Twitch when YouTube app actually implements that you're able to, you know, see and hear the streamer while an ad is playing. That'll be not bad. Now I'm getting something that says the audio stream's bitrate is 0 and it's lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio stream bitrate of 128. Does the audio sound weird? I've never seen that come up before. What's the incentive for an ad break? Do you get money out of it? I do get money out of it. Yeah, you get money from an ad break. I just normally would never press that button. It's supposed to insert them dynamically, but I don't know if it's even doing that. Ideally, what I would do, if I was like, guys, I got to go up and go to the bathroom, I'm going to play an ad while I take a piss. And I wouldn't be opposed to inserting ads randomly if it didn't cut me off in the middle. You know? Okay, audio sounds good. It's probably just something with fucking YouTube right now. Okay, how much do you think you've spent on video games overall? Just calculated recently, I think I've spent like 10K in my lifetime on PSN. I have no idea. I don't even want to know. Okay, I got a random ad like 15 minutes ago. Okay, so it is inserting them here and there, which I think is fair. You know, and a little ad's not going to hurt anybody. I do feel bad about the back-to-back ads. The fact that I just didn't wait long enough. It's kind of funny that way. What if you need to take a caca? A poo-poo? Well, maybe you could hit, if I was taking a dump, maybe I could hit multiple ads in it. Dustin, did you get your Chainsaw Man tickets? We were talking about that a little earlier. I do have Chainsaw Man tickets. Friday. Can't wait. It's going to be sick. You get a bit of my premium money, I hope. You do. You do still get money from YouTube Premium. In fact, I think you get more per person from YouTube Premium. So your YouTube Premium does help support me and the channel. No worries about that. Hope the movie's good. It looks awesome. Yeah. Have I seen One Punch Man season 3? I've seen one episode of One Punch Man. Quality content, Dustin Poopin. Do you guys want to see Frisk? I think she's here. What does that mean? You get extra money from having premium viewers in stream? So I'm not quite sure about stream, but when you look at your YouTube analytics, you can see the breakdown of how you made money on a video. So it'll show you how much money you made from YouTube ads, from normal users and premium users. So of course the premium amount is going to be much smaller of those users, but you make more than you would expect from. So like a view from a premium user is worth more money than a view from a non-premium. I'll go get Frisk now. I'll be right back. Okay, one sec. Should I hit you guys with an ad while I go get Frisk? I mean, you're just sitting here anyway, right? Is that legal? Okay. We got the Frisk. So I think I was telling you guys last week, Frisk had some of her teeth taken out. She feels great now though, right, Frisky? Can you show me more of your Frisk Sora lore? Maybe I could do that. Now, Holly told me that Frisk had just settled down, so she might be really mad right now that she's like, what the fuck, you picked me up? We've been joking that when Frisk is mad that she's gonna bite our neck like like she's the bunny on uh Monty Python. Show us the collar. Right now, her collar is not a shock collar. I swear, it's a flea collar. It is just a flea collar, though. I would never think about shocking Frisk. The problem is you can't see her collar because she's got all this neck skin. You see this? What are you doing with all that neck skin? What are you doing? She's looking at the prompter. She's being really, really snuggly right now, though. Crazy how long collar gate is lasting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about any of that shit. It certainly kind of seems that way, though. Someone asked, how old is Frisk? She is 7, I believe. 7 years old. I'm the new Hassan. Yeah, see my prop here? Frisk, you have to stay here for the next 5 hours. You can kind of see my prompter when I have this screen on. See that? Do you see the glare come in and out? It's a little annoying. Oh. Has Colin recommended putting a shock collar on you or Chris for Sacred? Well, it'd have to be Wi-Fi remote shock collar. Frisk has been really happy because of her teeth getting taken out. She's been on wet food. She is all about the wet food, dude. She's fucking amped by it. The Aldi wet food is like filet mignon, prime rib flavor. So she's been living the high life with the prime rib. It smells so bad. Not to be morbid, but are you a new pet immediately guy? I'm done after my last cat's gone. She's 16. I honestly don't know. I haven't thought about it. Maybe. This is how I would depend, how I'd feel in the moment. Okay, stream/video idea. Trying out GeForce Now. It's been one of the most impressive techs of all time by far and really has altered how I play games. Curious of your thoughts. I wouldn't be opposed to trying it out. I just don't have any need for it. Like I have a 4090 and then I guess I could use it on Steam Deck, but I don't really need to. But I am curious about how it works. For sure. Yeah. Well, should we wrap it up? Should we start wrapping up this stream? Man, it's so obvious. I wonder why. I hate this like glare from the thing. I didn't even notice it until now. Maybe if I do this. Well, that makes it go away. Oh, did I get a dachshund because of Portillo? No, I got a dachshund because we found her on Craigslist. And she was just so... I mean, we liked dachshunds. We never owned one before, but yeah, guys, let's start to wrap this shit up. I gotta edit Duke. I gotta play Battlefield tonight. So yeah, still many things to do this evening, but it has been fun hanging out with consistently over 100 people, which is fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's been so fun hanging out with you guys. As I said earlier, new video tomorrow around noon Eastern about Xbox. Look forward to it. Check it out. When you see the video, like it, share it with your friends, show it to your mom, but make sure she watches all of it. We don't want a little watch time. So I don't know if she'll care though, but it's worth a shot anyway. So thank you guys. We'll be back next Wednesday to hang out again, and Ninja Gaiden 4 video next week. So thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you later. Goodbye.